Okay, so we have a striking contradiction to what community is within an MMO. I've played a lot of MMO, okay? Oh, my voice just cracked. You like that? I'm Justin Bieber. Ah! No, but really. Alright. We have a problem. I originally started playing in EverQuest. Alright, and EverQuest community was excellent. I'm sure they still are excellent because EverQuest is still around, believe it or not. EQ2 is still around, EQOA Frontiers, they're all still around. Alright? They're good communities, they're solid people. They're mature, they don't tell mom jokes all the time. Chuck Norris doesn't exist there. You know what I'm saying? Then we have World of Warcraft. Alright? I got suckered into World of Warcraft. Well, I won't say suckered, alright? I was really looking to get into something. Actually, I wasn't on PC at that point. I was still sheltered in the world of consoles. And I remember when Final Fantasy XI came out for PS2 with the HDD. It was really expensive, you know? And they're like, oh yeah, well, you gotta have the HDD to play this game, and it comes preloaded on it. I'm like, that's great. You know, I wanted to play this game forever. I think I had a gateway back then, and my gateway couldn't even run Final Fantasy XI, so I had to wait a year. So anyway, I got it, and basically, somebody, won't mention any names, Sadra, tripped over my PS2 cord and dropped my PS2 right on its face. And somehow screwed up my HDD so I could no longer play Final Fantasy XI. I wasn't ready to stop playing it. But you know what? Sometimes you can't control what happens. And by that point, you couldn't get another HDD, so I just said, fuck it. But I was looking to get back into something. By that time, I was so addicted to MMOs, I was like a crackhead wanting to sell a VCR. So, I decided to get a better computer, yada yada yada. My original intention was to play Final Fantasy XI on a computer. Never happened. Actually, I lie, because my best friend and me bought the collector's edition of Final Fantasy XI. Remember that shit? And put it for a month. I tried to get back into it and I couldn't, because Final Fantasy, the way it works is, you know, you're out of it for like a week, you're like 300 quests behind, you're 300 story segments behind, you just can never catch up. So I said screw it. Anyway, on with the story. Anyway, so actually before I got that little collector's edition, I got into a little game called World of Warcraft. And honestly, when I first started playing World of Warcraft, it was awesome. I loved it. Of course, instant playability, easy on the eyes at first, until, you know, you realize that it's basically like a Disney character blew up and had an orgasm all over your computer screen, and something just didn't feel right about it. So I played for 2.5, 3 years, I guess. I don't know. But there was a trend that started in World of Warcraft, because basically anybody could pick up and play it, you know. Hell, your grandmother probably plays World of Warcraft. Yeah. Don't give me that look, because it's serious. That's how serious this game is, you know? And people are all addicted to it. And they're like, it's the best MMO. It's the first MMO. It's the granddaddy MMO. No, it's not. It's the one that popularized MMOs. It made, you know, people that play Madden all the time, or like, you know, Call of Duty, or Medal of Honor, or you know, Resident Evil, anything. Didn't matter what it was, those gamers were coming over there, you know. I knew a freaking 5-year-old that was in one of my buddies' clans, or one of my buddies' guilds, not clans, I'm thinking of other games here. Kind of messed up in the head, but Yeah, this dude was like 5 years old, you know, and he was all that prepubescent voice. And we couldn't swear in the vent or anything like that, and it sucked because sometimes I let words fly, you know, not obsessively, but I slip every once in a while, you know. And but yeah, I mean, it was just everywhere, and there was mom jokes everywhere, and Chuck Norris breathed new life into the game, and I mean, it was crazy. But I know it's a trend. And this is one thing, and this whole topic is what this whole ramble is basically about. What are you dreading the most about the first month of Guild Wars 2? Because I know people out there are dreading something, and there's something that they're not going to be happy with, and something that's going to bug the living crap out of them. This is mine, and I have a valid point here. And if I can remember it while I'm talking, I'll get to it. But, okay, so this is my point, alright? Now, since World of Warcraft, I have gone on to play maybe 4 or 5 other MMOs that I can remember. I've played tons of them. Okay. Everyone I've gone to, World of Warcraft people show up on. Okay. Anything new. Alright. I'll give you a recent example. Rift. Rift went into beta. Alright. Oh, Rift went. It's the next best MMO. It's the one that's going to revolutionize MMO. No. It's not. Because I beta tested it. Alright, guys. It's World of Warcraft without classes. You can basically make your own class, and it moves a little better, it looks a little prettier, but it's basically World of Warcraft. That's what it is. Things shine on the ground, there's all birds chirping in the air, and whether you like it or not, that's it. Okay? But the thing I noticed is the chat boxes were exploding with World of Warcraft people. How they're going to go to the forums, and they're going to tell everybody in World of Warcraft that this game's better and World of Warcraft sucks. And some of them were like, fuck you, you don't know shit. And you see, that's what I'm talking about. See, I slip every once in a while. Alright? But, yeah. And they go everywhere. And it's like, they're like a plague. It's like, you know, they come into a new game just to test it out and say, okay, what is this game like? Is this better than what I'm playing? Because I really would love to get away from what I'm playing, but don't let anybody know. But they do. They don't want to play World of Warcraft anymore. They don't want to give Blizzard their money. They don't, okay? So they try out all these new games, and when they like them or when they're too hard, they flame them. And they say, oh, and the same thing's going to happen with Guild Wars 2. And I'm going to hate it. I'm going to hate that first month when all these little wowhead people come in there, and they're like, oh, Guild Wars 2 sucks because, you know, something just killed me, and I can't play this anymore. That's what's going to happen. And they're going to, you know, they're going to come in and flame. They're going to start flaming the forums and trolling everywhere. And they're going to blow up the chat boxes with Chuck Norris and mom jokes. For that first month, it's going to be horrible. And anybody that disagrees with me, go play any other MMO that's brand new. Aladd's. Okay, I played Aladd's. New, you know, oh, it's Russian developed. 13 million they spent on this game. Looks just like WoW. But it's awesome. You got to come play this. I played that for about 6 months. Couldn't play it anymore because every time the servers were down on World of Warcraft, there was the WoW kids, you know, saying how much the game sucked and you people are losers and blah 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 and this and that, and who gives a rat's ass? Go back to WoW. Nobody wants you here, you know, seriously. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying every WoW player is a jerk off, or every WoW player is a dick, or every WoW player is, you know, a horrible gamer. I'm not saying that in the slightest, alright? My girlfriend, okay, she still plays WoW. And I love her to death, okay? I have a couple friends that still play World of Warcraft. Love them to death, alright? I know people from, you know, Blood Oath there, when I was there, and, you know, from a raiding guild that I was in, a couple of those people, they were really cool people. And they were really talented. But they're wasting their time on World of Warcraft. They're just waiting for something new to come along so they can transverse. You see what I'm saying? So, I'm not supposed to be smoking in the living room, but my girlfriend's gone, so shh. Anyway, that's the whole deal with it. And anybody who's blind and says, you know, oh, Guild Wars 2 is going to come out, they're not even going to bother with it. Blow that right out of your head. Because you know what? It's going to happen. And it's going to be horrible. They're going to come in, and either they're going to really love it, and then you're going to get the elitists coming over and trying to say, oh, yeah, you know, we're better than everybody else. And they don't even know the story or what's going on. They just want to PvP and do whatever they want to do. And I'm not going to say anything bad about PvP people, because my girlfriend is one, but come on. Seriously. You're going to come and play a game with me? At least know what the hell is going on. Okay? Now, that's the one thing that's going to irritate me. What's going to irritate you? Seriously. And I know I'm going to get somebody in here that says, oh, you are Bargist. You're going to annoy me. Okay. Well, then, block me. Block me in the game. I don't care. Well, there's plenty of other people I can pester. But, I don't know. It's just... Another thing that pisses me off is that WoWverse. WoWverse. It's WoWverse everything. WoWverse World of Warcraft. Is that even possible? See, when I ramble, I don't think properly. Anyway, but you know what I'm saying? Is like every new game that comes out is like World of Warcraft verse. I've seen some Guild Wars 2 stuff already. World of Warcraft verse Guild Wars 2. Okay. Well, we have a reasonably difficult version of your game, but ours is way prettier, more well built, and a hell of a lot funner. So our game is basically, what's a nice way to put this? Good. Simple and clean. Good. It's good. You know? And, yeah, probably a lot of WoW players will come on and they'll stay. And they'll be, you know, good community for the game. Because that's all I really want is good community. I don't want a bunch of dickheads running around, you know, saying they've been with my mom last night when probably they have. And I don't need to hear it in a game. I'm in the game to play the game. I'm not in the game to hear about my mom's dating life. Alright? And... I don't know. This has gone on way too long. So, yeah, that's basically the gist of it. That's the one thing that I'm dreading about Guild Wars 2 launch. So, what do you guys think? What are you dreading about the Guild Wars 2 launch? You know, it can be anything. It's like, I'm scared of walking out of town for the first time, or I'm scared I'm going to get lost in the town the first time, or I'm scared that a char's going to come up, steal my underwear, and strangle me with them. I don't know. Let me know. Alright?